What's up, Pisces? Welcome to Majestic Awakening. My name is Alana. For those of you who don't know, for my regulars, welcome back. Happy birthday, Pisces. We're not going to let Mercury retrograde get in the way of doing your reading. So, listen, Pisces, you've been through the ringer, all right? I did a little short video a few days ago for you, Pisces. And so now we're going to get into the tarot messages. We're going to get into the oracle messages. And let's see what's happening for Pisces. Pisces, whew, you've had a lot going on. A lot going on. Saturn, Neptune just leaving Pisces, going into Aries. I feel like there's still some residue from Saturn and Neptune being in Pisces. And for such a long time at that, right? So Pisces, breathe, okay? You made it through, breathe. All right, now we got Mars just entered Pisces. We still have the North Node there. We got Mercury retrograde there, and of course the Sun. And we're having an eclipse. The eclipse is a full moon eclipse. Sun in Virgo, Sun in Pisces, Moon in Virgo. All right, so let's get into it, Pisces. Where do we want to begin? Let's see. Oh, Pisces, somebody's children. Let's see. Let's get into the soul. My ring is coming off here. This is some true amazing stuff we got going on. Let's look into the Akashic records and get a message from your soul, Pisces. Let's see what your soul wants you to know at this time. Divine angels. We open up the space for Pisces, sun, moon, and rising. Bringing the messages that Pisces need to hear at this time, guidance, and of course confirmation, because we know that Pisces already knows. They just be wanting a little confirmation. Ain't nothing wrong with that. All right, let's start out. What is going on? What does Pisces need to know at this time? Let's see what that is. Ooh, Pisces, listen. Don't shoot the messenger. I'm a Pisces. Come on, listen. Take it. Take it. It says victim mindset. You feel the world is against you, and this will only cause you to attract more negative results. Stop the blame and take responsibility for your happiness. Only then will abundance start to flow. You know what? I like this. I like this because sometimes, Pisces, it's kind of a thin line. It's a thin line because you can fall into victimhood if you're not careful, because it's a case of, Pisces always being there for others and not getting the reciprocity that Pisces desires. And so Saturn transiting Pisces was there to help you to build up your muscle, right? Um, and set healthy boundaries. Set healthy boundaries. Pisces, mutable water. When you think about the water, the ocean, it's so big and there's like no limits. It can go on forever and ever and ever, right? No telling when you're going to reach land when you're in that ocean. And Saturn just wanted you to have some boundaries. Okay. Now, you're transforming. Butterfly, you were being renewed. Okay, I see a lot of butterflies in this card, and this is not, this is not spirit getting on you, but yeah, holding you accountable. You're not a victim to anyone. You are Pisces. You are powerful, Pisces. Come on now. Don't play. Everybody knows. Everybody knows the deal with Pisces. That's why they come so hard for you. But don't worry about it. Come up out of that victim mindset. If you've been in that energy, if you haven't been or don't think you are because you're in denial, it's okay. It's okay. It's more messages to come. So let's see. Ooh, you know what I just heard? With this eclipse that's happening, this is what's falling away. That victim mindset is falling away, Pisces. Wow, I like that. I love that, actually. You know the saying, if God be for you, who could be against you, right? So what else for Pisces? I feel like I've been talking. Okay, we're going to take these two that flip. The wolf. The wolf is one of the animal spirits of the Pisces. I remember, well, I'm going to make this really long if I start telling this story, but I remember like this guy, he was really, really big into Native American culture, and he had given me this paper, The Wolf, and he was a Pisces too. We worked together, and he was like, "You're a wolf." He kept telling me, "You're a wolf." Anyway, the wolf is here. Building momentum. Your efforts are beginning to gather speed. Small actions compound into powerful change. Stay consistent and let momentum carry you forward. Consistency is the key, Pisces. Consistency and discipline. Okay, consistency and discipline. Let me get this out the way. And then we have the soul calling card coming out. And it says, you hear a new call rising from your depths. It asks for commitment, courage, and heart. Say yes to the adventure your soul prepared a long time ago. Listen, Pisces, you're an old soul. You've been here many, many times before, okay? Your soul knew what you signed up for. But the thing is, when we come into this earthly realm and these earthly bodies, it's like our memory is wiped clean, right? However, as you go on, you start to remember. Some of you may remember past lives. Some of you may be called to do past life healing, past life readings, things of that nature. That may be one of your gifts, talents, Akashic readings, Akashic records. Your soul is like, now is the time. We have this Mars transit in Pisces, and even though Mars is not necessarily so happy in Pisces, the beauty of that is that this is a time to take action on your intuitive nudges, right? Mars is about action, so you got to take action. You're building momentum, okay? You went through the ringer, okay, Pisces? I can't even talk about it all in one reading, but I know, I absolutely know. So, let me get a couple more oracle and then we're gonna pull some tarot. So, what else for Pisces? Abundance, as I shuffle the deck, and then we got the past, letting go of the past with the Virgo South Node. That's your relationships, okay? Virgo is your relationships. You got the South Node over there, and we have this eclipse happening. So, how were you showing up in relationships, Pisces? Were you showing up overgiven and then getting upset because it wasn't reciprocated? So this transit is inviting you to show up differently. All right? Show up differently when it comes to your relationships. Putting some of them old relationships in the past, burying them. They're over. They're dead. They're gone. They're not coming back. Just let it go. Okay, Pisces, and let go of resentment surrounding certain relationships. Just because it didn't work out the way you wanted, they betrayed you, they did this, and that. That's that victim mindset. Doubts, negativity, not hopeful, discontentment. See, we was just talking about that, and this is what's being, I don't like to say released, this is what you're being invited to let go of, that negative self-talk, that negative thinking, okay, Pisces? And if that doesn't apply to you, that's fine. If you've been in a positive space, and if Neptune and especially Saturn didn't kick your butt, that's beautiful, okay? Let's see what else. Until death tears us apart. Saturn. Were we not just talking about Saturn? I need you to see this. Karmic debts is what's coming up. And you see that fire being burnt up? Saturn came through to really force you to mature, to teach you some karmic lessons, to bring structure. Yeah, you really, yeah. How are you showing up, Pisces? It's time to get structured for sure. I feel like you already are, and you're building on that, because it does say building momentum. That was one of the first cards. Let's get one more. I was going to say I can't believe Saturn came out, but I actually can't believe that Saturn came out, because that was a big deal. And then to me, right here where it says nostalgia, this is Neptune energy right here. Memories, missing someone, past life, soulmate, the past. Remember I said how you show up in relationships, past relationships, for sure. And then also with this Mercury retrograde, someone could be feeling real nostalgic about you, Pisces. They could be wanting you back in their lives, missing you, and you're long gone, So let's see. And this is all we're going to take from here. We have autumn as a timing card, so something big is happening. Ooh, you know what? Virgo season. Virgo season. Virgo shifting into Libra, that's going to be significant. It says starting over, soul growth, clearing, new intentions. And then we have self-care. All right. So you're being invited to practice more self-care. Take care of you before you try to take care of everyone else, right? Because you'll find yourself being depleted. And, Pisces, especially you being empaths, I know many of you are empaths. You got to make sure you're taking that time to retreat and take care of yourself. All right. So let's get some tarot. Let's get some tarot messages. How long I've been talking? Okay, Pisces. Pisces. Sun, moon, and rising. We got High Priestess at the bottom. Your intuition is on point. Always, Follow it. Five of Wands, that's conflict. Okay. What's up with the Five of Wands? What's going on with Pisces? Turning in the Four of Cups. Yeah, a lot of outside noise that you're being invited to ignore and really go within. That's that self-care that you need. The conflict that's going on inside of you ain't got outside of you ain't got nothing to do with you, right? With the news, don't get caught up in all of that, Pisces. That will drain the heck out of you. So this is the Five of Wands. This is the Four Cups. You see, she's like meditating. It's about going within, okay? And right after that, what came out? Silence. Going into a space of silence. So it's going to be important, Pisces. Maybe you take some type of hiatus or timeout, social media break, something along those lines where you are able to go in, reflect, meditate. This full moon is very significant. You got the Master card, okay? You are the last dragon. You possess the power of the glue. Okay, if you're new here, this is me. Like on my page, you're gonna find different things. You're gonna find funny things. You're gonna find times when I'm very, very serious and Spirit give me a message. You're gonna get a whole mixture. That's just me, and I'm not hiding me. So this talks about mastery, being the master of yourself, right? That illumination, crown chakra, a lot of divine messages coming in. Make sure you write them down or record them, Pisces, so that you do not forget, because you are going to be receiving, and you always receive guidance, but it feels like it's turned up a notch, okay? You're being called to step up as the master that you are. You are a master. You may doubt yourself because you may feel like you don't know enough about this subject or that, to where you're able to put yourself fully out there, whether it be writing a book or, doing this. Spirit is saying you already have everything you need, and anything you need along the way, they're going to make sure you got it, okay? That's what they saying. And I don't know what's up with me with shuffling. But my shuffle game has fallen off. But what hasn't? My intuition. Stop playing with me. I can see. Four cups again, okay? Okay. That Four Cups, being over it, that energy of being over it, be careful. You don't want to miss out on a magical opportunity, okay? Don't, because you see, this cup is coming from the Most High, right? This cup is being brought to you, and you're not paying attention because you're so over it. You're probably so over the Saturn transit. Look at that Ace of Cups coming right out. This is the Most High telling you how loved and favored you are, Pisces. This could be some new love coming in, or just self-love, right? Learning to appreciate yourself, valuing yourself. You stepped it up, Pisces. You really have. A lot of this stuff I feel like is kind of like recent past energy. As far as like the death. Listen, you can't make this up. Look at the death card. Transformation. You stepped it up. You put in a lot of these old behaviors, ways of thinking behind you, right? Stepping into this powerful position. Because the death card is facing this master. Like it's, yeah. You're being invited to step into a position of power. I don't know, Pisces, maybe you're being called to teach or start something significant, a spiritual group or something. Whatever it is, it's going to be successful. There's some inner child healing that took place. But the Sun card is a very happy card. It's a lot of joy, a lot of success, okay? If you have children, Pisces, your children are blessed. Your children are the chosen. You know, they're the ones that's going to carry the torch. I'm telling you, Pisces. I'm telling you. What else for Pisces? Six of Swords, sailing into calmer waters, okay? So yeah, you're moving into calmer waters. Things are becoming more peaceful. Let go of the past. No regrets. No regrets, Pisces. No regrets. What else for Pisces? How long I've been talking? Not that long. We're going to get a couple messages and then I will close out the reading. So what else for Pisces? Let's see if we could get 3. 5 of Swords, 3 from this deck. I will heal myself. Okay, so the 5 of Swords came out and the affirmation at the bottom speaks about healing. Okay, the 6 of Swords is here too as well. So everything is in order the way it's supposed to be. That 5 of Swords can also be, there was like some type of, I don't know, like jealousy, negativity, somebody, some type of backstabbing energy that was around you. And acknowledge it, heal from it, and move forward. You're wiser now. You're way wiser than what you were before. You see that? Backstabbing energy and all of that? Yeah. It says, I trust the present moment. What else? Swords. Okay. You got to get out your head, Pisces. Then we got the Queen of Cups. This is you. I trust my knowing and follow my heart. I'm just going to get one more. I know I said 3. Look at that. Oh, the sun came out again. The sun will come out. I am optimistic and appreciate all that I have. Gratitude, Pisces, get that gratitude jar going. Get the gratitude jar going and let me know how it goes. Please update me in like 3 months. I'm telling you that gratitude jar is a game changer. Pisces, sun, moon, and rising. Pisces, sun, moon, and rising. I feel like a kid in a candy store. Like I had not played with my decks in so long. Some of these decks I have not touched, so I decided to touch. Okay. We got 4 from here. In your power, okay? Standing in your power, Pisces. It says living from an empowered place, not victimhood, empowered. Cultivating inner strength, taking your power back, okay? We give our power away knowingly sometimes, but mostly unknowingly, because who knowingly wants to give their power away, right? Pisces, you're being called to take back your power, okay? Take back your power. And you have a lot of power. And you know why you're trusted with so much power? Because of this right here, dignity. You have a lot of dignity, okay? You don't compromise who you are. There's so many people that are selling out in this community. We're not going to talk about them. We got sacred sexuality. So something with the sacral chakra, I feel like maybe your sacral chakra was blocked, had a not full blockage, but I feel like there's something there, something from an ex, okay? So some sacral healing, doing some sacral yoni steam would be nice. Do that for your birthday, Pisces. If you're female, for my males, you know, you can still get steamed, I guess. I don't know. I've never went for a man, right? Anyway, yeah, I feel like we're gonna look at your money and your love life real quick too, Pisces. And then we have high on life. Extremely happy with life, living life to the fullest, excitement, Happiness. Happiness. Okay. Real quick, let's look at your money. Let's touch on what does Pisces need to know about their finances. What's going on with Pisces and their finances? We did the general. Now let's talk about the money. Let's talk about the money, and then we can talk about love, Pisces. If you want to know about love, I don't know if you want to know about the love. Okay, so we have the Nine of Cups, the Page of Cups, and Justice. When it comes to your finances, Pisces, first of all, wish something you've been wishing for and wanting is coming true. The Nine of Cups is saying, it's almost like that genie vibe. The universe is saying, ask us. Come on, we're sitting, we're waiting, we're waiting to bless you. But financially, everything is coming into balance. It's coming into balance, Pisces, especially if it's been out of whack. Now, the Page of Cups is speaking about your intuition. So your intuition may nudge you to act on something. And what Spirit is saying is do not hesitate, because what this thing is, whatever you're being called to act on, whether it's a creative project, a move, it could be anything, right? It's going to pay off big time. It could definitely be a move with you crossing some waters, all right, Pisces? So that's what's going on with your money. Let's talk about love. Let's see. No, I'm not feeling that deck for love. Let's do this one. What's going on with Pisces in the love department? For singles, those who are not single, what is going on with Pisces? What's the message regarding love for Pisces? Love. Some of y'all may not be familiar with the song, so I'm not going to sing it. I'm not even going to take those three. Can you show me what's going on with love for Pisces? I need it to be what it is. Not flying like that. The moon, the Ace of Swords. Ooh. All right, so you're going to get clarity. There may be someone who's interested in you, and you're going to get some clarity surrounding whether or not this is who you're meant to be with. Someone new may be entering into your life as well. This person may be a little bit mysterious. Spirit is saying pay attention to your to your intuition when it comes to this person. For those of you who haven't met someone and someone new enters your life as far as a romantic thing, pay attention to those intuitive nudges. Spirit is saying take your time. Don't go jumping into a full-blown committed relationship. Y'all just met. And then we got the Two of Cups, which is a beautiful card for love. So when it comes to love, you are going to meet your match. And this person could be a fire sign. If not, they're very fiery, right? What was I going to say? Oh, the affirmation at the bottom of the Two of Cups says, I am worthy of the deepest kind of love. You may want to get you some aquamarine, okay, Pisces? That is your ruling crystal, aquamarine. So, yeah. Let's wrap this thing up, baby. Pisces, you're so magical. I'm going to pull 2 oracle messages, and we are going to close out your reading because I didn't even realize I was taking this long. Oh my goodness, Pisces, it's been so long. Final messages for Pisces. No, that's 3. No. One from this one and one from the Fortune Oracle deck, guys. Come on. Enlightenment, card number 43, which is the 7. That's your intuition. It says, look from the highest perspective, see the divine in everyone. People can't hide who they are from you, Pisces. If you give them enough time, which patience is what Spirit said, be patient. If you give them enough time, they will show themselves. I'm not saying it's good. I'm not saying it's bad. I'm just saying. Final message for my dear sweet Pisces. Just 1 would be nice. 2 is acceptable, but I'm not taking more than that. Thank you. I mean, I'm not trying to be stubborn or anything. I'm just saying I've been talking for 20 something minutes, and this is YouTube. I know YouTube is going to show this video to millions of people, so who has the time to sit here for 20 minutes and listen to me talk slowly? Speed up the video if I talk too slow. Transformation. Reach out for the power and strength to make changes which enrich your life and become the person you want to be. Pisces, you are breaking the chains. The chains are not breaking you or holding you back anymore. My dear sweet Pisces, if you notice, look, I hurt my thumb, but it's all right. It's been like this for like 2 months now. Like, subscribe. I love you. Happy birthday.